Hello, John Abruptum. I'm using new streaming software. I'm trying out Meld, which is all the rage. So let me know if something is wrong. Do you have good sound? Do you have good video? Is everything looking okay? Hello, Andre. Can you hear me? By the way, I'm not getting any reaction, so maybe test. Yes, okay. Video looks good? Okay, good. Yeah, it's a new software. It's called Meld. It's new, and it's supposed to be much easier than OBS, and it actually is, because I had it set up in like 15 minutes. So with OBS, you need to watch lots of tutorials to get it working, and this was very straightforward. That's saturated. Okay, that's great. I didn't change anything. That has to be the streaming software. Okay, so yeah, I started working on the book, and I finished the first chapter. Almost finished. A little bit, maybe like 30 minutes more, and then it seems sharper. Okay, that's great. Same camera, everything's the same, and the thing is that it's so easy. If you want to start streaming, use this Meld. It's very easy. I started the book, and tomorrow I'll finish the first chapter. I think it will be completely finished. I had some trouble so I'm using Guitar Pro 8 now for the notation in the book instead of Sibelius, because I don't actually use Sibelius anymore. I only use Guitar Pro 8, but I have to say it doesn't look as good, and it was very difficult for me to get it into my book at the same resolution. So I had to do lots of workarounds, because for some reason the resolution when pasted into Google Docs, because I use Google Docs to write the books, just was very bad. So I actually had to export as PDF, then I had to make it very big on my screens, and then screen capture the PDF, and then put that into the Google Docs. It's kind of weird, but that worked. So I have I hope you don't get a meltdown. What do you mean? Anyway, first chapter is looking good. I hope the day after tomorrow I can make a video of first chapter, and then I'll put out a free preview as I normally do with the first chapter. Of course, it's very modern. Well, it's not only modern, but it's lyrical jazz, right? But there's really nice stuff. For instance, if you have a C major chord, like 2-5-1 to C, right? D minor 7, G7, C, then a sound that is used a lot in more modern styles is this for C. So it's a E triad on top of C, and you can resolve that, of course, to C major 7 or to C6. Here you would look like this. You can resolve like this. That's too big on the gypsy guitar. Or like this. But this sound you can substitute, and then a scale that you can play on it is the augmented scale. And a very cool lick from it is this. Or a lick like this. Now. So, stuff like that, you know. Flamenco, I'm not sure flamenco. It's not very Phrygian. Is it Phrygian? It's not Phrygian, right? Because C Phrygian would be A flat major. This is C Frisian is more like, let me see. How would you do that? Like, how do you play it on guitar? Let me see. So like this. But you need the D flat there. Let me see. Like this sound. So it's it's not really frigid. It's called a retardation because this would be C major 7. I'm just postponing the G with the G sharp. Right? The G sharp goes to a G. But then you take this sound, that retardation sound, and you play that scale. And you can play that scale every 4 frets. So diminished every 3 frets and augmented scale every 4 frets. So this scale, you can start here. You get the same scale. So every phrase, you can start 4 frets later. I'm not good at that, but I'm gonna practice it for sure. It's an augmented chord, is it? It is an augmented chord, yes. Yes, it's C augmented. Yeah, so you use it in the 2-5-1. So what I'm playing here is 8, mute, 9 and 9. So just D minor 7, G7, and then. So of course you can just play augmented triad. Right? Or the whole tone scale, probably. No. Well, you could do it. But then you're playing more weird stuff. Then you're playing a B flat and stuff. So I think if you play this sound, this augmented scale is a better choice. Anyway, that's one thing I learned from doing research for this new book. But there's so much stuff in the book, man. It's like I think I have like 40 pages of transcription, like phrases that I took from transcription, like 40 pages. So there's much too much. Maybe I can make a volume 2 even. But there's really nice stuff in it. Also some really nice bluesy stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. Okay, but this stream is about this. So I have 2 things. So I transcribed the double jeu, the part of Romane, and I transcribed for fun that lick that Carrington posted from Angelo De Barre, which is very difficult to play, by the way. So let's start with the double jeu. Let's listen to it once. Loud enough? Maybe it's a little bit louder. So I didn't transcribe this because this is the theme. But here, again, the theme the second time it's a little bit different. So let's go over it. I did change some things, not in Romane's part, but Stochler's part, because this is the first recording of it, and Stochler changed the way he plays it. I was talking about this tune with him 2 weeks ago when we were both teaching in the Netherlands at the camp for fun. Yeah, well, it is for fun. A lot of people don't realize how fast I can describe something, right? So, I mean, this describing this was like 10 minutes or something. So, the funny thing is, I was describing it. I would describe the first 2 bars, right? And I played it and it sounded completely off. But then what I forgot is that I had turned on play 8th notes as swing 8th notes. So I was like, what the hell? How can I describe it that badly? And I couldn't find the mistake, but then I had on swing 8th notes. And of course, this is a 6/8 piece. It's not a waltz like some people think. It's 6/8, right? It's not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the interesting thing is the way they play it here. It's more like a waltz, actually. You kind of hear a waltz, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's because of the rhythm section. It's not the way this piece is supposed to be played. So I don't know what happened there because this is not how the piece is supposed to be played. And it's a bit of a problem. So if you want to play it like this, then you have to play it like a waltz. As you can see, the comping patterns here of Romane are waltz-like, right? He's playing like a... something like that. That's not the way the piece is supposed to be played. The piece is supposed to be played in 2, like instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, I mean, this is the first recording of it, so I don't know what happened. Maybe Stockholm changed it later. It's played more like a waltz. Now, if you were 2 guitar players, it's not a problem. But if you have a rhythm guitar player, and the rhythm guitar player is doing this, and you're doing... that will really sound very odd. So then you have to, if you want to play Romane's part, so character, if you want to do that, then you actually have to play it like a waltz. So, yeah. It's what it is. Let's go over the intro. But the intro is not so difficult. You got this E minor at 9. That's what they do in the recording. On the recording, they play this here. They play with the pull-off. I've heard it played many different ways. I play differently. I play this. I like that. I like doing like a triplet and pick everything, starting down. I think it has an extra kick, right? So, but do it any way you want. Then it's a theme. I didn't describe the theme, but the theme is very easy. Like. And then we get to the very difficult part. And Carrington also said that it was very difficult for him to learn. And it is very difficult. One of the most difficult things you could learn, both technically but also rhythmically. And I transcribed that. That's the top part, the Stokkeloos part. Let's listen to it just in the MIDI. So you can hear what it sounds like. I'll play it at, let's say, 80% the speed. With a little click. I changed this last bar. On this recording, Stokkeloos is playing something else. He's playing da 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 ba ya ba da da ba da. He's playing more notes, but this is what Stokkeloos plays nowadays. The difficult thing is that every bar starts with a 16th note rest. And that's very difficult to do. But the trick is to wait for the beat of the rhythm guitar, right? So you hear ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba, yeah? So you have to wait for that da. And then don't rush. If you can do those two things, wait till you hear the first beat, then start playing. And the rushing, it's not a problem. But then still you have the technical issue. So the first phrase, it's not so difficult. But here, so you have to wait, and then you have to play a hammer-on, and then you have to slide. It just feels uncomfortable. And then, this I changed from Stochlo's fingering. Stochlo plays ridiculous fingerings, and I talked about it with him 2 weeks ago. It's like, why are you doing it like this? He's doing this B on the high E string, and then he's jumping the same note with the 2 notes on different frets with the same finger. I mean, it sounds great when he does it, but when I showed him the way he was doing it, it was like, yeah, that is kind of weird, but it's just the way he taught himself. I would never do that. I played violin for too long to be jumping with my finger. I mean, if you're Django, you have to do it, right, with 2 fingers. But I decided to do it like this. Start the B on the B string, and then... So I just have this B shape here. It's still kind of tricky. The key is to give an accent on the low B. So 1, 2, there. That's on the half of the bar. So if I exaggerate, To make sure that you have that note, then the next one is easy. Repeat. And then we have a diminished arpeggio. That's the way Stochlo plays now. I think on the recording he's playing something different. Let me see what he plays here. He's playing. I think what he plays nowadays is nicer. Repeat the theme, and then we get the same thing. But this is not important. What we're here for is to learn Romane's parts. Again, you have to be careful. It doesn't always work. First of all, it doesn't really work for the reason that in this bar, where it's E minor, everybody plays E minor and then E7 here. But Romane is playing this. He's just playing a big E minor arpeggio. That doesn't really fit on E7, right? So you already have to tell the rhythm guitar player to not play E7 there, but to just play the whole bar E minor, right? So if you play from the beginning, E minor, F sharp 7, F sharp half, B7, E minor, B7, E minor, F sharp 7, F sharp half, E minor, E7. This E7 should be gone, should just be 2 bars, should be just a whole bar of E minor. And then all the leaves. Yeah? Okay. So Romane playing just a big E minor arpeggio with a 9. So the E minor arpeggio would be this. Right, and he's just putting an F sharp between the root, the E, and the third, the G. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp. It's not that difficult. You have to get used to it. But if you work near arpeggios, probably not that difficult. Then he plays just a third below Stochlo's. Again, you have to wait for the first beat, right? You get, and then he's just playing some waltz rhythm. But on the recording, he's doing something like, so he's like breaking it, like. But it doesn't really matter. Just if you have just normal rhythm guitar, you could just do. You can play the chords like that, of course. You don't have to play it exactly like Romane. And then he's playing single line again. Again, he's doing. That's an octave below Stochlo. But now he's doing again E minor. Normally it would be E7 there. So you have to tell the rhythm guitar player you cannot play E7 there. So, you know, you cannot do it in a jam, not really. Yeah, you really have to rehearse this. Or if you were just with 2 guitar players and then nobody's playing rhythm, then it's fine because the bass player will still play an E, right? And then we get a little variation. He's doing, this is pretty nice. He's doing, I like that. So A minor, then D7, and he's doing D7 sharp 11, then moving that G sharp to an A, then G major 7, but it starts with a, right, but this is the second time. So this is just normal. Sorry, that's the later. It's just doing. Here's just playing chords. He's doing here. So he's playing C sharp diminished on F sharp 7, and then he's playing C diminished on B7, and he's doing. So C diminished, B7. So the only thing that changes is the bass note. That's the typical piazzolla trick from Libertango. You get he's doing F diminished, E7. That's it. Yeah. So you have actually 1 bar of E7, but if you want to put the illusion that you are changing the chord, you can first play the diminished chord and then playing the actual dominant chord. So you play F diminished to E7. So here it's C diminished to B7. The first time I saw that was Libertango. So Romane is doing that. Second time, same thing. The first time it's pretty much the same. But then here's doing those this nice chord stuff. Here he's doing so A minor, D7, sharp 11, move the G sharp up, G major 7, but then first sus, move that sus note down, and then C sharp 11, move it sharp 11 up. So. But here's the thing. This doesn't fit with the theme, with the melody. It clashes. If I play this for you only with the MIDI, you can hear it. So I just play this on the MIDI. Listen. You know, it goes so fast, doesn't matter. But just to be technical, this doesn't really fit. Listen. It clashes. It really clashes. And the only reason it works in the recording is, I think, because one guitar is spent on the one side. So, but yeah, I understand that character wanted to learn it, but now that I transcribed it, I don't think I would ever play it, just because there's too many weird things. But this is something nice to learn anyway. It's just nice. And you could use that in any tune that has autumn leaves changes, like Forza 4. Let's try it on Forza 4. Let's see. Forza 4 is E minor. It's the same, right? So you get bridge. Again, let's see. Right, there you could use it there. Where else could you use it? Autumn Leaves itself, of course. Let's see if we play Autumn Leaves in G minor. Then it should be C minor. So then it would be, can we do that? It's too high, eh? No, it's too high. Another key. let's say we play it in C minor, then it would start F minor, yeah. Da 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 dee da. Yeah, it would fit there. That's nice. Okay, so that's what we can learn from this. Anyway, it's good to practice. I think just practicing this part of Romane is good for technique anyway. And practicing the Stochelo part is good for jams because then you can play it in a jam. Now, I think Moses actually plays something like Romane, but he adapted it to fit the actual chords. Maybe I can find a recording of that and transcribe it. But anyway, I will post this in the Discord so you can listen to it and try it. You can learn the intro. The intro is really cool to learn because one thing you could play instead of doing the whole Romane thing, you could do only the beginning part where the Stochelo or the guy that plays the theme when you jam, he's doing. You could just do. And then just play chords. Let me see. Let me try to play the tune. Is there a backing track somewhere? See if I can play the tune. It's difficult. The theme is difficult to play. It's famous for that, and I've seen many people struggle with it in concerts and jam sessions, both. Let me see if I can find a backing track. I didn't make a backing track for that. Double jeu backing track. Oh, Clément Raboul has one.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ah. I guessed the exact number of choruses he did. That is purely coincidence, but that's nice. Okay, cool. No questions? Anybody still here? Doesn't matter, but otherwise you can watch later. But or is there something wrong with the chat? Let me test it. No, it's still working. Okay. Joel, if you're still here, the name of the software is called Meld. I will write it. This is the software. Okay, let's check out the Angelo De Barre. Let's check out the Angelo De Barre transcription. So this is something that Carrington is working on, and let's listen how fast this is. Oh, yeah. Let's listen first to the MIDI, and then think, okay, there's no way a human can play that. That's the speed that listen to Angelo De Barre. The recording quality is very low, but he's playing all these notes actually. Okay, without click. Let me slow it down and then play it together with the MIDI so you can hear that he's actually playing all these notes. So together the MIDI and the Angelo. And I think he's actually picking every note. Let me check that. Yeah. Now, Angelo is using some slides with his fourth finger, and I saw Carrington also do it like... I don't like that. I know some people like that. They're very good at it, like Stochelo, Moses, obviously Carrington. I played violin for too long to be sliding with one finger, except for when I do something like that, right? When there's no real necessity to play every note on every fret. But if I have to play every note on every fret, I prefer different fingerings. So I'm not using Angelo De Barre's fingerings because Angelo De Barre is obviously using his own diminished fingering system. If you don't know it, when he plays diminished, he plays like this. So I'm just playing diminished over 6 strings. So he's playing 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. And then, so the D string, he started playing this shape. And then 1, 4 again. And then 1, 4 one more time. So it's very cool. I call that the French system. People that use it are Angelo De Barre, Pirelli Lagraine, but also Gizmo Graaf, and I asked him about it, and he actually told me that he got it from a Angelo De Barre video. But I've used the Dutch system, or Stockholm system, which is with 3 fingers for all of a sudden, but we play 1-3, which is the same as 1-4, same frets, but we play it on 4 strings. And then we play this shape. The advantage is that this is a little bit easier to learn. I think the top speed is faster, but the disadvantage is that if you play lots of chromatic notes in between those notes, like is happening here a little bit, then Angelo De Barre system makes more sense because you have more fingers between the 2 notes. Instead of 1 finger, you have 2 fingers. Right, so that's why you hear so many of those kind of very virtuosic chromatic things with Angelo that you don't really hear in Stockholm's playing. That's because of this fingering system. I changed this phrase to fit Stockholm's fingering system, so then it becomes 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Let me do slow. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. It's very tricky, especially that last bar is very tricky. I do 1 hammer-on, which of course Angelo De Barre is not doing, but I do a hammer-on right here. I just find it easier. I'm used to doing that. The Stockholm would also do a hammer-on there. Actually, it's a slide even. It's not even a hammer-on. It's a slide. It's a slide. Like that. 1. And then you have the last bar. You have to skip a string and the same fret. I do 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So there's a slide with 1 and a slide with 4. Instead of doing and sliding 2 notes with our 4th finger. I don't want to do that. I have to get used to this. It feels very weird. Yeah, I just think, but it's because of the diminished system. So now, I don't know if you put it in the Guitar Pro 8, but you can download it. And now you can practice with the Guitar Pro 8, which will make the practicing a lot better, right? Because you can do custom values. And there's no way I can play it at 100%, but I could play it probably at, let's say, 85%. So let's start, let's say, at 50%. 50, not 60. And let's go. Oh no, we have to do this. Sorry, I have to do here. 50% until 85. Let's do everything twice. So twice, repeat twice, and then stepwise of 10%. Yeah, that's okay. And then we're gonna do click and a. I want to play along with the MIDI. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, That was very sloppy. That was okay. 70%. Of course, I'm not in sync for you because I'm playing with the computer. So I realize now it will be delayed in the microphone, so there's no point of me doing it like this. But you could work like this, right? And then maybe one day you can hit 100%, but I think a very small chance. I want to say something about it. Let me see what I want to say. Oh yeah, so Angelo De Barre is actually making a little mistake. He's playing... So even he has trouble with the speed. One note is a fret too low. I don't think he wants to do that. I think he wants to play diminished. So I kept it like that. So if I play that in... it's locked in pretty close? Okay, cool. So let's say if I play... could I play it in difference? I don't think so. Where is it? Oh, it's already gone, right? Okay, where is it? Second time there. So here. Haha. Let me play with the backing track. I know exactly where it is, and I don't have. Let me check the recording of Angelo De Barre. Angelo De Barre. Indifference. But did you put it in? Yeah, this is the second time actually. I took it from the second time because that's why it was less sloppy. Oh, there it's the second time, right? Let me see. Ah, yeah, there it's okay. Let me try play with the backing track. I don't think I could do it, but just for fun. I did really transcribe this right before dinner, and I need to practice it as well. Let's put the backing track a little bit slower, so I have more chance, huh? That's 80%. The backing track 80%. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1,
Wow, he's doing it only once. That's weird. Is there another one? Other backing track? Well, doesn't matter. Just take this one, and now I'm gonna do it at 90%, which I don't think I could do, but let's try it. Well, it's 90% of this backing track. It's not 90% the speed that Angelo is doing it. Other intro. Okay, let's try that 100%. Hey, you know, if you can cheat a little, you can just slow down in the beginning and play the ending faster. I think that would be the way I could do it earlier than the real thing.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Like that. Fake it. Yeah. You know, if I fake it, I could do it. But it's just the ending that's difficult. This part. Actually, these three notes is the thing that would mess me up. You see? Give an exit on that C. There's no other way to play that, right? No. Maybe like that. Hey. Maybe. You know what? Maybe. Nah. also weird. I'll work a little bit on it, but and use your pinky on the top string, so the C is your middle finger. Yes, that's what I did first. I did, but it doesn't feel good to me. I was doing that first, but you could do the stop and go technique. So let me see. You stop there, think about it, and then immediately do it. So I mean, with immediately, don't do it. Do it in the same tempo, but you can stop in between. You see, by itself, it's not difficult. So that means that I technically should be able to do it. It's just this change from here to there. That's the thing that I should practice. So maybe make a loop from like this. With guitar plate, you could do that. What's the... Yeah, down. Doesn't feel difficult. You know what? It's not that difficult. It's just the speed that's difficult. I'll practice a little bit. It is interesting. So the camp was very interesting. Were some really good players. There were two actually university students that studied modern jazz guitar. One was already finished, and one was still studying, but they really like gypsy jazz. The thing that I noticed with everyone, but especially with them, is how slow everyone was with learning a new tune. And I told them, man, you are professional players. It's too slow. Like if you are an amateur, well, they played well, right? So when they knew the tune and they had to play a solo, they played well. But when it was a new tune, even was a relatively simple tune, it took way too long to learn the tunes. And it is simply because of the fact that they are not familiar enough with the standard formulas, which is odd to me. Because when I was at the university, I had to learn a standard every week. That was just what we had to do. Learn a standard every week, right? So I spent like 3-4 years on that jazz department studying double bass. So I learned maybe like 30 tunes a year or something like that. Of course, there's holidays. But let's say 35 tunes per year. That was just for school, but then there was also other tunes that I learned by myself. So I was easily learning 50 tunes a year for 4 years at least, right? Just because of the school. So that was 200 tunes already. But then after that, I never stopped learning tunes. So yeah, how many tunes do I know? I don't know. Many, many tunes. It was very, very rare that there's somebody calls a tune that I don't know. It has to be really weird. Has to be a really weird tune. And sometimes I knew it, but don't know it anymore. But then I'll get it within like the first round, or I'll get my I will chart, look at it once, and I know it. But yeah, I asked one of those guys who was a really good player. I was like, how many tunes do you think you know by heart right now? He said 20. That is not enough. The reason is, you could say, well, no, but I only play my own band. You know, we play my own compositions. That's all fine. But if you only know 20 tunes, that means that you only really practiced on those tunes, right? Because how can you really be working on your solo or your improvisation if you have to look at the chart all the time? That won't enable you to focus on timing and the phrase that you want to play very deeply. So if you only are familiar with 20 tunes in that way, that means that you haven't practiced soloing enough. I mean, that just tells me that you're not the amazing solo player you could be if you would have practiced 80 tunes, for instance. Because if you really want to practice soloing on a tune, you have to know the chords by heart. If you have to read, then you are busy with your eyes reading a chord, have to go to the next chord. There's no way you could play the best solo. You can still play a decent solo, especially when you are already very experienced. But if you really want to play a very balanced solo with great time, you have to know the changes by heart. So 20 tunes tells me a lot. I woke them up and they were like, okay, yeah, we can see how much fun it is that you know so many tunes, because you can play with everyone, you can play their tunes, but then you can also bring in new tunes, and you can always find a tune that's interesting to play at that moment, right? So you're not stuck playing the same 20 tunes. So I think they're gonna learn more tunes. With that thought in mind, I thought I'm gonna, every week on Discord, I'm going to mention two tunes that you have to learn. I'm not talking about the theme. You could learn the theme, but I'm talking about the chords. And the way you learn it is you play rhythm for it. So I'm going to do one Gypsy Jazz standard and one tune that is not played a lot, but should be played because it's so much fun. So I thought for this week, the tune that you have to learn for Gypsy Jazz, I actually didn't pick the Gypsy Jazz one. Let me see which tune you have to learn, or you could learn if you want to. Let's see. Let's say you have to do swing guitars. Swing guitars is rhythm changes, right? So so how are you gonna play it? You can play this 1, so that's C, 4, F, 5, G7. So 1 bar of C, 2 beats of F, 2 beats of G7. You do it twice. So I play C, C7, F. So it's 1 to 4 with the dominant in between. Then F sharp diminished, raised 4, and then 1, 5, 1, and again 5. But for this 5, maybe do D flat 7. That sounds nice. So you get. Alright, so 1, dominant, 4, raised 4, 1, 5, 1. Tritone, and then second A, same. 1, 4, 5, 1, dominant, 4, raised 4, 1, 5, 1. And then the bridge of swing guitars goes to F. F sharp diminished, C, D7, D flat 7. Really old school would be 1 and 5 or 1 and 4. So you could do 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Or you could do 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, right? You could do that, that's fine. You could do that at the same time I'm doing. I think 4 or 5 is nice. It's still old school, because there's no 2 chord, it's 5. Okay, the bridge, so F, 1 bar, F sharp diminished, 1 bar, C, 2 bars, D7, 2 bars, D flat 7, 2 bars. So bridge. Right, and another thing you have to know is if it's the final theme, you have to do break. So the bridge goes like this, and then break. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to end, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to end. That's how you play that tune. For your solo, it's rhythm changes. So you play 1, 5, 1, 5, 1 to some kind of 4, and then 1 again, right? let me play it once. I don't know how the theme on the guitar, because the theme is really for violin. Let's see. Could I fake it? Oh. Yeah, improvise there. Okay. And then the bridge. Da, da, da. Okay, and then improvise. See if I can find a backing track for swing guitars. Swing guitars. Yeah, the Duvel is, it really opened up. It's really, man, everybody loves that guitar. Stoffel loved it. Boris loved it. Okay. I can't find swing guitars. That's probably because of this name is so generic. Swing guitars, here we go. Okay, wait. I messed it. That's it, yeah. Wow. Bridge could go to D, right? That's it, yeah. Sorry. Well, this is why I know never learn a theme, right? Because it's quite easy to do. Now I know it, and I probably will never forget. It's the first time I play this theme on guitar. Yeah, like that. Okay, and now the other tune, if you want. It's a really cool tune that I think everybody should play. It's called Get Out of This Town. Get Out of This Town. Let's listen to a vocal recording. Get Out of Town. Get Out of Town. It's really cool change. It's very Great for gypsy jazz, long chords. I think Ella Fitzgerald sings it like a ballad. It should not be a ballad, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of a ballad. No, I want to play it more swinging. Maybe Anita O'Day. Let me see. That's the verse. That's the verse. Let's go further. Oh.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Before it's too late, my love. Get out of town. Begin to me, please. Why wish me harm? Why not retire to a farm and be contented to charm the birds off the trees?
Oh, they played like a.
Just disappeared. I care for you much too much.
They have a very weird beat below it. Oh, here. Yes, van Ruller. Let's listen to him. I think I play the same chords as he does. I'll teach you the chords, but I want to listen to the theme. Intro. G minor, right? Okay. He plays the theme very weird, okay? Yeah. I'll find a good recording of Sinatra or something. I'll post on Discord. But the chords are like this. So it's 6 bars of G minor, I think. Da 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 da. A flat 7, G7, 2 5 to B flat. And then there's 2 verses you can play. E half diminished A7, A half diminished D7, like You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. So then you would get from the beginning 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A flat 7, G7, C minor 7, F7, B flat, and then E half diminished A7, A half diminished D7. I prefer, I think what Jesse plays, he plays, so beginning same, 6 bars G minor, 2, 5, A flat 7, G7, C minor, F7, B flat, and I like F minor, B flat minor, A minor, D7. So da 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 da. It's kind of weird, huh? You can also play B7, B flat 7. But I like the B flat minor. And then second time, same. Da, da. Oh no, second time goes to major. Da, G major. And then to G minor. A flat 7, G7, C minor. Very easy. Django Tiger. That's the whole tune. So let me do it again. Yeah, I saw the stream. I will change that. So let me play the whole tune. G minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A flat 7, G7, 2, 5, 1 to B flat, F minor, B flat minor 7, A minor 7, D7. Oh no, to G major. And then 4 bars and then G minor. So the second time, it's the same as the first time, except it's not 6 bars G minor, it's 4 bars of G major and 2 bars of G minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then same A flat, G7, 2, 5, 1, G7, and 2, 5, 1. I'll make a backing track. I'll make a backing track later this week, and then we can jam on it. To major, that's great, right? Minor. C minor, F7, B flat, G7, C minor. Major, minor. Very cool jam tune. Next time I see any of you, we're gonna play this Get Out of Town. Let me see if I can find somebody, a singer that really sings the theme very clearly. Ella Fitzgerald, that's a ballad. Shirley Horn. She must, I think she will sing it very clearly.
Get out of town before it's too late, my love. Get out of town, be good to me, please. Why wish me harm?
Oh yeah,
Why not retire to a farm?
that's it. Da-da-da-da-da.
And be content to jump all the birds on the tree.
Yeah, C minor.
Just disappear. I care for you much too much. And when you feel so close to me, dear, we touch too much. The thrill when we meet is so bittersweet. That is getting me down. So on your mark, get set, get out of town. Get out of town before it's too late, my
The
love.
C minor.
Get out of town, be good to me, please. Why wish me harm? Why not retire to a farm? And
What did
be
you do here?
content to jump
Ah,
all the birds out the tree.
she sing E flat 7. Wait. That's also unusual. Let me see.
Why wish me harm? Why not retire to a farm and be contented to jump all the
Let me see. A flat 7. A flat 7. She does A flat 7. So if I play it in G minor, it would be E flat 7. That's also nice. That's maybe the nicest one. Let me see. I'm gonna do it like that from now on. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's see.
Birds of the trees just disappear. I care for you much too much.
See? So, yeah.
And when you're near so close to me, dear, we touch too much. The thrill when we meet is so bittersweet that it's getting me down. So on your mark, get set, get out of town. Just disappear. I care for you much too much. And when you're near close to me, dear, we talk too much. The thrill when we meet is so bittersweet that it's getting me down. So on your mark, get set. On your mark, get set. So on your mark, get set.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Remember that. So. E flat 7, yeah. Oh yeah, she just does C minor the second time, but the hip version goes to major. I'll make a backing track for this so you can check it out, and I'll learn the theme. So next time I can jam with the backing track. Cool. Okay. Any questions? So, swing guitars and Get Out of Town. And then, if you learn all these tunes, I'm gonna say every week, then by next year you'll know so many cool tunes, because there are so many cool tunes. So you don't have to be stuck only with Dinah and How High the Moon, you know? Which are cool tunes, by the way. But if there are no more questions, then I'm gonna end here. This is very old. This is a very old title. It's because I'm using the new stream software and connected to a generic title I had probably in my YouTube studio. Yeah, I have a Rino guitar right here. The problem with the Rino guitar is it was very nice, but it didn't stay that way. Weather has a lot of effect on this guitar, and in the summer it's a great instrument. In the winter it's not so great. And I bought it in the summer and I had a great time until October, when it went completely to shit, you know? Yeah, I don't know why. It's not consistent. The guitar is good now. It is good now, I have to agree. But it is not always like this. And that's the problem. Like, then I get to a gig sometimes. That's why I stopped playing it. And then it wasn't good. Now it's good. Now it's not bad. I mean, it's not the Duvel. So the thing with this guitar is, it sounds good, but the playability is really bad compared to the Duvel guitar. That's one thing that's for sure. It's okay. I think it's one of the guitars he built this for comfort, but of course it's a big neck, and it is barky, yeah, for sure. It is loud. It's not as yeah, let's play this. All or nothing at all. Ah. So, for me, that's a big difference between those two guitars. They both sound good, right? But this guitar is a lot easier to play. That's the first thing. So, I have more freedom. I can do more stuff. And one thing on this guitar is that chords sound really good on this guitar. And everybody can tell that when they see me play live, right? And I play something like... Stuff like that sounds just so good in this guitar. There's something with the projection, and that gives you a lot of options. So when I play a chord solo on this guitar, it just sounds very good. So imagine having that tool. I'm already quite good at that, but then having this guitar make that sound extra good. So for me, that's a big reason to play this guitar, is because the chord stuff just sounds so good. It's just so punchy. And rhythm. Let's say I play rhythm on this guitar, and then I'll play on that guitar. So let me play Limehouse Blues, right? Also very light to play rhythm there. All right, it both has bark, but this guitar... I feel it's just a little less supportive when you play rhythm. It's a little bit too much in your face, right? This is both punchy, but more supportive. I think you would have more fun playing over that. Humidifiers, yeah. Right now the guitar is very good, so I don't know. But to end the story, so this guitar, I think you'd have more fun playing over it. It is less, I think, because there's more of a mid in this guitar. It still has a lot of bass, right? It still has that, but the mid, it's very centered. On violin, they would call it a centered sound. It's like, it's very clear. The core is very clear, so you don't have to work too hard to make something happen, which makes everything lighter, which in turn makes playing over it, when you play rhythm, just more, I don't know, more comfortable. Let's say play a bossa. You see, I immediately, this guitar takes up too much space in the rhythm. It's just too big. So now I have to change the way I play. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. And that's what everybody said in the Piece of Mortal, that they had no idea how good this guitar sounds based on the videos. And you really, you have to experience it live to hear that. Just the centered sound from it, it's really, you always hear it, you know, but it's never harsh. So, and it's very easy to play. It's just very easy to play. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, Randy, for that plug for my guitar. Hey, every time Duvel gets sold, and the person said it's because Christian, I get 10,000 euros. So I wish it were true, but you know, I'm very grateful to Jerome because, of course, I'm a Duvel artist. So obviously, I didn't pay the price that this guitar would normally sell for, which is like 5,500 or 6,000, which is a lot of money. It's a lot more than the Rino, for example. So this guitar should also be better, right? If you look at the price. The Rino guitar is much cheaper, but it's still very good. I think it's comparable to my Altamira in quality, but this guitar is much louder. Right? So if you go to a jam, then you obviously should take this one above the Altamira because you just be heard more. But for instance, I think the Altamira, which is right there, sounds a little bit better for rhythm again than this guitar. I think this guitar is very good for solo, but for rhythm, I think it's just too big. Sounds too big. Okay, fellas, I will post the Guitar Pro 8 files on the Discord, and I'll make a backing track for Get Out of This Town. I don't think anybody's gonna learn it, but it's a great tune. And I'll play it next time, so you can learn the theme from that. I have to learn the theme as well, because usually I play that theme, or I have played the theme on violin, never on guitar. So, and I sometimes play it with a singer, and then she sings it, so I also don't have to play it. And the theme is kind of weird. It's like repeated notes. It's not really in my head, so I have to listen to it more. I will see you all next time. This was the first time I used this streaming software, but I really like it. I'll dive into it more and have fun. Yeah, Andre, next time we see each other, we're going to play Get Out of Town. For sure. Bye.